Hello, my beloved family, seniors, warriors of wisdom, guardians of golden years. Let me ask you something powerful. Have you or a loved one ever been told your creatinine levels are too high? Have you sat in that doctor's office, heart pounding, hearing the words, your kidneys are not filtering the way they should? I'm Dr. Cristopher Gardner, and today I'm giving you the truth. Not just facts, but hope. Because yes, even after 60, even if your creatinine is high, you can support your kidneys naturally starting today. It begins with something as simple as what you put in your mouth. Let's talk about 4 fruits you must eat to lower creatinine, and 4 fruits you must avoid before they silently push you closer to kidney failure. Let me speak directly to your heart, because this is something too many people misunderstand, and it can change your life once you get it. When you hear the word creatinine from your doctor, your first instinct might be fear. I understand that. You might feel anxious, overwhelmed, even powerless. You sit there in that sterile room with fluorescent lights humming above you, and the doctor glances at the chart and says, your creatinine is high. And just like that, it feels like something shifted in the air. It feels like a ticking clock just got louder. But let me tell you this, you are not doomed. That number, that lab result, is not your death sentence. It is your body speaking to you. It's not a curse. It's a call to action. Now listen closely, because I've seen this with hundreds of seniors just like you. High creatinine does not mean your life is over. It means your kidneys are working harder than they should. It means they're trying to filter waste from your body, but they're waving a white flag. And what do we do when a part of our body sends a signal like that? We don't panic. We respond. We step in with knowledge, we step in with food, we step in with lifestyle, and most importantly, we step in with hope. Creatinine is a natural waste product. Your muscles produce it every single day just by functioning even at rest. It's completely normal, but when the kidneys can't eliminate that waste efficiently, the levels rise in your blood. That's why doctors monitor creatinine, because it tells them how well your kidneys are filtering. But let me ask you this, when your sink gets clogged, do you throw the whole house away? No, you get to work. You clear the blockage. You make adjustments. You respond with intelligence, not fear. That's exactly how we have to treat rising creatinine levels, with understanding, not panic. But when they get overworked, whether it's due to processed food, dehydration, diabetes, high blood pressure, or toxic overload, they start to slow down. They whisper first, I'm tired. That's the rise in creatinine. That's the fatigue you feel, the swelling in your legs, the brain fog, the metallic taste in your mouth. And if you don't listen, those whispers turn into shouts. But here's the beauty of it. If you start listening early, even when the signs are subtle, you can support those kidneys. You can take that rising creatinine and bring it back down. You can take the pressure off your kidneys so they can heal, regenerate, and serve you longer and stronger. I've worked with seniors who thought they were beyond help, people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and guess what happened? They changed one thing, just one. They reduced sugar, or they added hydration, or they started eating apples every morning. And the next time they went to the doctor, their creatinine was down, their eGFR was up, their energy returned, their eyes brightened, their lives changed. Because the body, even in its older years, is still brilliant, still responsive, still capable of healing. But here's the mistake most people make. They think medication is the only option. Don't get me wrong, I respect medicine. It has its place. But you can't medicate your way out of a lifestyle problem. If high creatinine is being caused by what you're putting in your body every day, like high sodium canned foods, red meat, soda, artificial sweeteners, then no pill in the world can undo that damage unless you stop the cause. That's why I say this. Food is not just fuel. Food is instruction. Every bite you take tells your body what to do. If you eat anti-inflammatory, hydrating fruits like apples, berries, red grapes, and pineapple, you're giving your kidneys a break. And you're doing something even more powerful. You're reclaiming your health. You're telling your body, I still care. I'm still here. I'm not giving up on myself. And that shift in mindset, that's where healing really begins. Because I believe this with all my heart. The body follows the mind. When you believe that healing is possible, when you believe you are not too old, not too broken, not too late, then your body starts responding. And that creatinine level, that number you feared, it starts going down because you started going up in energy, in confidence, in faith. Let me leave you with this. Don't let a number steal your peace. Don't let a test result rob your future. Use that high creatinine as a signal, a turning point. One where your kidneys are cared for, where your food is your medicine, where every single day you take one small step toward healing because you are not finished. Your kidneys are not finished. And this story, it's not over, it's just beginning. If your doctor has told you that your creatinine levels are too high, don't lose hope. That number is not final. It's not your future. It's your feedback. And one of the most powerful things you can do to support your kidneys is to start eating the fruits that work with your body instead of against it. I'm going to walk you through 4 of them today. 4 fruits that aren't just delicious, they are therapeutic, especially for seniors like you. Let's start with the humble apple. You see it in every grocery store. It's nothing flashy, but inside that crisp bite is a world of benefit. Apples are low in potassium, which is essential when your kidneys are under stress. Now let's talk about red grapes. These little powerhouses are more than just sweet treats. They're loaded with resveratrol, a compound found in the skin that has been shown to protect the kidneys and reduce inflammation. For seniors dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, or even chronic kidney disease, inflammation is the enemy. It quietly damages your nephrons, the tiny filters in your kidneys, day by day. But red grapes? They fight back, they cool the fire, they soothe the tissues, and their high water content helps you stay hydrated. Another major key to lowering creatinine. Just a handful a day, fresh and whole, not in juice or wine. You want the fiber, the skin, the whole package. This is nature's prescription. No side effects, just healing. Let me take you now to the strawberry. This fruit is tiny, but its benefits are mighty. Strawberries are rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which give them their beautiful red color and protect cells from oxidative stress. What does that mean for your kidneys? Everything. Because when your body is under stress from medication, toxins, aging, or illness, free radicals form. These unstable molecules can damage cells, including the delicate filters in your kidneys. Strawberries step in like guardians. They neutralize the free radicals. They repair tissue damage. And finally, pineapple. Now, I know this one surprises people. You might think of pineapple as tropical, sugary, even acidic. But the truth is, pineapple is kidney-friendly, especially compared to other fruits like bananas or oranges, which are potassium-heavy. Pineapple is low in potassium, rich in vitamin C, and most importantly, it contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that reduces inflammation in the body. That's crucial when your kidneys are inflamed, swollen, or overworked. Bromelain also supports digestion, which takes pressure off your entire system. I've seen seniors who felt bloated and heavy for weeks, and after just a few days of eating fresh pineapple, they felt lighter, clearer, more energized. Just make sure it's fresh, not canned, not drowned in syrup, not processed. Nature made it perfect. Let it stay that way. Now, let me pause and tell you something from the heart. These fruits, these apples, grapes, strawberries, and pineapple, they're not just food. They are tools. They are your allies. Your kidneys are crying for relief, and this is one of the simplest ways you can give it to them. Not with pills, not with stress, but with healing from your plate. I've seen seniors who were told they'd be on dialysis in 6 months, who changed nothing but their diet, and guess what? 6 months later, their creatinine was down, their GFR was up. They had avoided dialysis and gotten their lives back. But it takes commitment. It takes intentional eating. It takes understanding that food is not just about taste or habit. Food is information. Every bite you take tells your body what to do. Eat the right fruits, and your kidneys get the message. It's time to repair. Eat the wrong ones, and your kidneys keep drowning in toxins, potassium, and inflammation. So here's what I want you to do. Starting tomorrow morning, choose one of these 4 fruits and make it part of your daily routine. Rotate them. Try all 4. Don't just make them an afterthought. Make them a prescription. Your breakfast could be oatmeal with chopped apples and cinnamon. Your snack could be a cup of strawberries. Your lunch could include pineapple chunks. Your after-dinner treat, a handful of red grapes. It's not complicated, it's not expensive, but it is powerful. And I promise you this, if you stay consistent, if you give your body what it truly needs, your kidneys will thank you, your lab results will shift, your energy will return, you'll feel younger, you'll feel in control again. Because the truth is, you're not too old to heal, you're not too late to start, and your creatinine levels, no matter how high they are today, are not stronger than the choices you make from this moment forward. So go open that fridge, go get that apple, those grapes, that pineapple, those strawberries. You're not just snacking, you're healing, one fruit, one bite, one better decision at a time. There sits a common phrase I hear all the time, especially from seniors trying to take care of their health. But Dr. Gardner, it sits just fruit. Fruit is healthy, right? And I smile gently and I say, not always. See, we were raised to believe that fruit is always good. And for the most part, fruit is a beautiful gift from nature, packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But what no one tells you, what the commercials, the health magazines, and even some doctors forget, is that not all fruits are safe for everyone, especially for those of us whose kidneys aren't working at full power. When you're over 60, your body starts sending quieter signals. Your kidneys, which have served you faithfully for decades, might not be flushing out waste as efficiently. And when that happens, certain fruits, yes, even healthy ones, can become a hidden danger. They can quietly raise your potassium, overwhelm your filtration system, and slowly push your creatinine higher and higher. You won't feel it overnight, but one banana today, one glass of orange juice tomorrow, one mango in the evening, and over time the damage builds. And let me tell you something from years of experience, the wrong fruit can hurt just as much as the wrong medication if your kidneys are already struggling. That's why I want to gently but firmly walk you through the 4 fruits that I strongly advise my senior patients to limit or completely avoid when dealing with high creatinine or kidney dysfunction. Let's start with bananas. Now I know bananas are comfort food, they're soft, sweet, easy to digest, and they've got that reputation of being healthy. They're in every hospital tray, every morning smoothie. But here's the hidden truth. One medium banana contains over 420 milligrams of potassium. That's a lot. And if your kidneys aren't eliminating potassium properly, it builds up in your blood. And when potassium rises too high, your heart pays the price. You may start feeling muscle weakness, tingling, irregular heartbeats, even dangerous arrhythmias. And by the time most seniors feel those symptoms, the potassium has already gone too far. So, my advice? Replace the banana with a low potassium fruit like an apple or a handful of berries. Don't risk it. Bananas are not worth the silent damage they can cause to your kidneys and your heart. Next on the list, oranges. Now this one breaks a lot of hearts because so many people wake up and think, what could be better than a glass of fresh orange juice? But here's the reality. Oranges and orange juice are high in potassium and high in acidity. And that's a double punch to the kidneys. The potassium can overwhelm your filtration system, and the acidity makes your blood more acidic, which your kidneys then have to work even harder to correct. Seniors with reduced kidney function don't have the same acid buffering ability as they did in their 30s and 40s. Drinking orange juice every morning might feel refreshing, but it's silently stressing your kidneys, increasing your creatinine, dehydrating your cells, and accelerating the very damage you're trying to avoid. And don't be fooled by those heart-healthy claims on juice cartons. That juice isn't your friend if your kidneys are crying for help. Swap it for filtered water with lemon, just a splash for taste. Or better yet, reach for hydrating fruits like red grapes that soothe inflammation without the overload. Now let's talk about mangoes. Oh, mangoes, sweet, tropical, juicy, but also one of the highest sugar fruits you can eat. And for seniors with high creatinine, that sugar is dangerous. Why? Because sugar spikes insulin. And insulin, when chronically elevated, damages blood vessels, including the microscopic vessels that feed your kidneys. Over time, high blood sugar leads to glomerular damage, protein leakage in the urine, and accelerated kidney decline. I've seen this play out time and time again. A senior with borderline diabetes starts enjoying mango slices every night, thinking it's a healthy dessert, and 6 months later, their blood sugar is up, their creatinine is higher, and they're wondering what went wrong. It wasn't junk food, it was too much of the wrong fruit. Mangoes are not evil, but for aging kidneys and sensitive insulin systems, they're a trap wrapped in sweetness. You can do better. Choose fruits that heal, not harm. And then there's watermelon. I know this one surprises people. Watermelon is mostly water, so shouldn't that be good? Not always. Here's why watermelon is not just water, it's water, sugar, and potassium. In a young, healthy body, that might not be a problem. But in a senior with high creatinine where the kidneys are already retaining excess fluid, eating watermelon is like pouring more water into a sinking boat. It increases your fluid volume, pushes potassium levels higher, and can cause swelling in the ankles, shortness of breath, and even elevated blood pressure. I've had patients come in during the summer saying, "Doc, I'm more tired, my legs are puffy, and I'm short of breath." And guess what's in their daily diet? A big bowl of watermelon. They thought they were hydrating. They were actually flooding their kidneys. You need hydration, yes, but it has to be controlled, balanced, and watermelon just doesn't give you that. Swap it out for low potassium, high antioxidant options like strawberries or blueberries, which nourish the kidneys without overloading them. Now let me be crystal clear. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to empower you, because every bite matters, especially after 60. Especially when your labs are showing early signs of kidney trouble. You don't have to overhaul your entire life in one night. But you do need to become more aware, more mindful, more intentional. If you can simply stop reaching for the fruits that harm you and instead choose the fruits that heal you, you're already winning. You're already reversing damage. You're already proving that you are stronger than your diagnosis. I've watched so many seniors take back their health just by adjusting what they eat, not by spending thousands on supplements, not by living in fear, but by saying, "I know better now, so I will do better." And guess what happens? Their creatinine drops, their energy returns, their swelling fades, their minds get sharper, because the kidneys, even when tired, can recover, they can regenerate. They just need you to stop hurting them and start supporting them. So the next time someone offers you a banana smoothie, an orange soda, or a bowl of watermelon on a hot day, remember this moment. Remember that not all fruit is harmless, and not all healthy choices are right for you. Your body is speaking to you. Your kidneys are whispering, "Help me." And now you know what to do. I'm proud of you, I believe in you, and I promise if you choose wisely, if you eat with purpose, your kidneys will thank you. Let's sex keep healing together. There's a hidden danger that lives in plain sight. It's not in the form of a toxin, a pill, or a disease. It's in your shopping cart. It's on your breakfast plate. Now I know what you're thinking, but Dr. Gardner, I hardly eat sweets, or potassium is good for you, isn't it? And that's where the danger lies. You're not wrong. In moderation, for the right person, both sugar and potassium have their place. But let me make this crystal clear. When your kidneys are compromised, when your body can't filter and balance the way it used to, sugar and potassium can quietly tear you down. Let's begin with sugar, the sweet destroyer. Sugar is everywhere, even in the foods you'd never expect. That so-called healthy yogurt, packed with sugar. The granola bar in your drawer, sugar bomb. Your favorite bottled juice or smoothie, more sugar than a can of soda. And here's what that sugar does inside your body. It spikes your blood glucose, forces your pancreas to release insulin, and puts stress on every organ, especially your kidneys. Why? Because when your blood sugar is constantly elevated, whether from white sugar, fruit sugar, or hidden sugars in packaged foods, your kidneys work harder to excrete the excess. Over time, high blood sugar damages the delicate blood vessels inside your kidneys, leading to protein leakage, inflammation, and a rise in creatinine. That's the vicious cycle. Sugar weakens the kidneys, and weak kidneys struggle to remove sugar byproducts. And here's the part they don't tell you. Natural sugar, like the kind found in fruit, can be just as harmful if consumed in excess. Take mangoes, grapes, bananas, dates. These are nature's candy. Yes, they come with vitamins and fiber, but they're still high in fructose and glucose. If you're eating these fruits by the bowlful, drinking fruit smoothies, or snacking on dried fruit thinking it's healthy, you could be doing more harm than good. especially if you're over 60, especially if your creatinine levels are already above normal. Now, sugar isn't the only culprit. Potassium too can be your enemy in disguise. Let me explain something that shocks most people. Potassium is essential. Yes, it helps your muscles move, your heart beat, and your nerves function. But your kidneys are responsible for maintaining the right amount of potassium in your blood. And when they're weak, even a little too much potassium can cause serious problems. We're talking about irregular heartbeat, muscle fatigue, numbness, and even cardiac arrest. I've seen it happen. Seniors come in feeling a little off, their energy is low, they feel weak, their heart flutters at night, they think it's just aging, but a simple blood test shows their potassium is dangerously high, and we trace it back to healthy foods, a banana every morning, a glass of orange juice at lunch, a bowl of cantaloupe after dinner. The potassium added up silently until the body couldn't keep up. You see, with healthy kidneys, the body filters out excess potassium without much effort. But once creatinine rises, once the filtration system slows, potassium begins to accumulate. That's when fruits like bananas, oranges, avocados, kiwi, and yes, even coconut water become hazards instead of helpers. And here's the worst part. Most seniors don't feel it until it's too late. Potassium doesn't always announce itself. It builds slowly, quietly, like a tide rising in the dark. So what do? Panic? No. You do what you've always done best. You get wiser, you take control, you learn which fruits and foods are truly safe for your body at this stage of life. Because the truth is, your needs are different now. What was once harmless at 40 may be harmful at 70. That fruit smoothie that gave you energy a decade ago might now be flooding your bloodstream with sugar and potassium your kidneys can't handle. But here's the good news. Once you know the truth, you can act, you can adjust, you can heal. Start reading labels, not just for calories, but for sugar content and potassium levels. Choose fruits that are low in both apples, berries, pineapples, red grapes. These are low potassium, low sugar fruits that still give your body the antioxidants and hydration it needs without the overload. And don't just count fruit, look at your entire diet. Tomato sauces, potatoes, beans, dairy. Many of these are high in potassium too. The key is balance. In intentional eating, you're not just filling your stomach anymore. You're making decisions that either lower or raise your creatinine every single day. So many seniors believe they're stuck. They hear chronic kidney disease and think there's no going back. But I'm here to tell you, you can absolutely improve your kidney function. I've watched it happen again and again. Seniors just like you made simple changes. They lowered sugar, they tracked potassium, they swapped bananas for apples, and within months their numbers improved, their swelling went down, their energy returned, their hearts beat easier. Because when the sugar and potassium load comes down, the kidneys can breathe again, they can function better, they get the break they've been begging for. So I want to challenge you today. Open your fridge, look at your fruit bowl, ask yourself, am I feeding my healing or feeding my harm? And don't beat yourself up. You did what you thought was right. But now you know more. And when you know better, you do better. That's the beauty of this journey. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to heal. You're not powerless. You're not helpless. You're in control. One less sugary fruit, one less potassium-heavy snack, that's one more step towards stronger kidneys and a longer, healthier life. And I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. If there's one message I want you to carry deep into your heart, it's this. You are not a prisoner to your condition. I don't care if you're 60, 70, or even 90 years old. You are not too far gone. You are not stuck. Because the truth is, your body is not just reacting to age or genetics, it's responding every single day to the choices you make. And one of the most powerful choices you can make, one that can change your lab results, your energy, your clarity, and your quality of life, is how you choose to eat. Food is not just about taste. It's not just about tradition or routine. Food is instruction. When you eat, you're not just filling your stomach, you're sending messages to every cell in your body. You're telling your liver what to detox. You're telling your kidneys how hard to work. You're instructing your blood vessels to constrict or relax. Your joints, your muscles, your brain, they're all listening. So the question is, what are you saying to your body? Are you saying heal, repair, rest? Or are you saying struggle, swell, shut down? This is where it gets personal, because I've seen hundreds of seniors come into my office feeling like they've lost control. My creatinine is too high. My GFR is dropping. My doctor says I'll be on dialysis in a year. And you know what I always tell them? That doesn't have to be your story. That's just a reflection of your past, not a prediction of your future. You have the power to turn things around, starting with your next meal. I want you to understand something most people never hear. Your kidneys are resilient. Even if they're tired, even if they're scarred, even if your numbers don't look good right now, if you start removing what harms them and feeding them what heals them, they will respond. Maybe not overnight. Maybe not with fireworks, but slowly, steadily, with each choice, your body begins to shift. And that starts with food. You see, when you choose an apple instead of a sugary cereal, you're not just getting fiber and vitamins, you're lowering inflammation, you're easing the load on your kidneys. When you drink water instead of soda, you're not just avoiding calories, you're helping your kidneys flush toxins more efficiently. When you choose red grapes over orange juice, you're not just picking a snack, you're giving your kidneys a break from potassium overload and flooding your body with antioxidants like resveratrol. These are not minor decisions, these are medicinal choices. But unlike a pill, food doesn't just mask a symptom, it supports healing from the inside out. That's the miracle of nature. It gave us the exact tools we need to maintain our organs right in the garden, right in the orchard, right at the farmer's market, and it's up to us to use them. I want you to imagine your kidneys for a moment. Two little bean-shaped organs working non-stop, filtering, balancing, detoxifying. They never ask for much, but when they're damaged, they send signals. A rise in creatinine, fluid retention, a little more fatigue, a strange metallic taste in your mouth. These are not punishments, they're cries for help. And your response? It can be powerful, it can be healing, not by fear, not by pills alone, but by giving your body what it's been missing. You see, we live in a world that has made food complicated. So many people think they need a 10-step diet plan or exotic supplements to heal, but I'll let you in on a secret. It's often the simplest changes that make the biggest difference. Start with water. Most seniors are walking around dehydrated, and they don't even know it. Dehydration concentrates creatinine. It strains the kidneys. But drinking water consistently throughout the day, not in gulps, but in sips, can reduce that pressure. It's like giving your kidneys a fresh breeze. Then add healing foods, apples, strawberries, red grapes, pineapple. These are fruits that hydrate, cleanse, and nourish without burdening the kidneys. They're low in potassium, low in sugar, and high in antioxidants. And remove the silent saboteurs, sugar-heavy fruits like bananas, mangoes, oranges, and watermelon, not because they're bad for everyone, but because they're bad for you right now in this stage of your life. When your kidneys are already tired, you don't need to give them more work. It's about choosing food that fits your current health, not your habits from 30 years ago, and that's where your power lies. Because this isn't about deprivation, it's about liberation. It's about no longer being a victim to your blood test results. It's about no longer waking up tired, swollen, or afraid of what your doctor will say next. When you start to eat with purpose, something beautiful happens. You begin to feel stronger, your mind gets clearer, your digestion improves, your skin glows, and slowly but surely, your lab numbers begin to reflect the healing happening inside. And you know what else happens? You begin to trust yourself again. You start to realize that you're not at the mercy of age or disease. You are a participant in your healing. You are in the driver's seat. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware, about choosing better most of the time, about listening to your body and honoring what it needs, not just what it craves. I've watched seniors come alive through food. Seniors who were once depressed, afraid, exhausted, now feeling vibrant, energetic, empowered. They didn't get there overnight, but they got there one plate at a time. So today, I'm not asking you to diet. I'm not asking you to count calories. I'm asking you to take one powerful step, see food as medicine. Look at your plate and ask, is this helping my kidneys or hurting them? You deserve that hope. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to heal. And it starts with the fork in your hand. Choose wisely, choose powerfully, choose health, I'm walking this journey with you, every bite, every breath, every breakthrough.